My name is Nancy Rementer. I'm a deacon assigned to St. John's Episcopal Church in Marietta. The We Share support group grew out of an idea that Father Nelson, rector of St. John's, had to provide a Sunday school program for children with special needs. We recognized the need in the community to advocate, support, hope, respect, and empower parents and their children with special needs, and began to think about ways that we could respond. As a deacon, it is my fervent prayer to recognize the needs of others, especially those who are marginalized, and identify people who have gifts and a desire to respond. The We Share group has been blessed to have these wonderful parents, a retired mental retardation social worker, and a much-loved teacher from the community, working as a leadership team to make this possible. We also have the encouragement and support of Pastor Cheryl Hoffman of Zion Lutheran Church in Marietta. Working together, St. John's provides a safe place for these families to gather, share information, and enjoy a fun night with the children. We now have 7 children participating, along with their brothers and sisters and helpers from St. John's and Zion Lutheran. I would like to invite members of the leadership team to share what it means to them to participate in this ministry for our community.
I'm Paige Coleman 9. I am from Zion Lutheran Church in Marietta, and I also attend here at St. John's Episcopal Church. And I got started in this group a year and a half ago as a parent with 3 special needs children.
My name's Michelle Gaynor. I attend here at St. John's Marietta. I'm a teacher in the school district, and I just have a very soft spot and warm spot for children with special needs.
I attend St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Mount Joy and was invited to join the special needs group here because of having a daughter, Ella, with Rett syndrome.
I'm Tara Kelly. I'm a retired social worker, and I'm also a member of St. John's. As a retired person, I was looking for ways to use my gifts to help St. John's serve its surrounding community.
My name is Jackie Randazzo. I am a teacher at the Susquehanna Waldorf School, and I have a little girl named Grace who's going to be 9 years old with cerebral palsy. I don't officially attend anywhere church-wise yet, but Paige got our family involved in this group, and we've enjoyed it for the last year and a half, 2 years, almost.
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
And so the first meeting was about who's out there
Right.
and how to reach them. How to let people know that as a small core group, we would be available, and to get input from other families. So we designed a survey.
Yeah, we did. And we passed it out.
And we passed it out.
We designed a brochure,
And we designed a brochure.
and we developed a mission statement.
And we developed them, yep. And then nothing happened.
Basically, yeah, nothing
Basically, nothing happened. So we kind of went out and recruited and approached some families that, as Paige had done, who a lot of special needs children get the majority of their socialization at school. Then they go home, and frequently they're pretty isolated otherwise. One of the things that we were concerned about is having a place where parents and children could come together. The parents would have the networking, and the children would be able to have fun with other special needs kids. And our kids are really a pretty wide variety. Some are physically handicapped, some are cognitively delayed, some are, it's a really broad activities around, not around the limitations, but around what those kids like to do.
And the kids was going on to Lady and the Tramp, so.
Meatballs.
Spaghetti and Meatballs and Lady and the Tramp will be our theme for September meeting. for fun night, as my children call it, fun night.
Yeah. And I think that's really a key thing, is it's not the school environment. It's not as structured as a school environment would be, and they just get to socialize and be themselves.
Yes.
One of the most touching times was when Gene brought his little girl, Ella, and Paige had her little girl, little Paige, and they sat across the table from each other and just smiled at each other the entire time. Paige is more verbal and was having such a wonderful time just being with Ella.
Was she talking to Tanier on Ella?
Yeah,
Yes, she was.
Yeah,
Ella's
Paige is a chatterbox.
Yeah,
She's
Ella's
a chatterbox.
nonverbal, but very quickly made friends with Paige.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
It was very easy to tell that they
Yeah.
Hit it off.
they were getting
the eye
along.
contact.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was wonderful to see.
And it was clear Ella knew exactly what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michelle is the one who brings these wonderful crafts and the patience that it takes to work with children with special needs is quite a challenge. And yet Michelle has such a way with these kids that they all produce these wonderful works of art when they're finished, and they're so proud of what they've put together. It's been delightful watching you work with them. I think for those of us who don't have children with special needs, this experience has made us very much aware of the challenges that parents face on a daily basis. And for us to be able to have them come together and just have fun and relax, watch a movie and laugh and talk has been very rewarding, I think, for all of us.
I think that's one of the most beneficial things. It's not that we as parents want to get away from our special needs kids, but it is nice to have somewhere where there's other caring, helpful people
Mhm.
that we don't have to be 100% on top of what's going on. You can feel comfortable to have a conversation and know that there's someone else that are keeping an eye on what's happening.
And who's been there, done that,
Right.
Yeah.
been down that road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's helpful because it also gives some of our members here at St. John's the opportunity to spend some time with these kids. And that way, the children have enough supervision that they can have fun, and at the same time, the parents get a chance to engage each other a little bit too. And that was one of our main goals, was to be able to have the parents be able to network.
Mhm. Really have a
Yeah.
good time. We
Yeah.
have one gentleman who's quite a character, and he loves he loves preparing the strawberry milk for certain kids.
Yeah, a
and-
certain kid who
Yeah,
really
and they
loves
only
that.
want him to do it because he knows how much strawberry to
Put
put
it-
in that, and they keep going back for more. So it's been a wonderful experience, I think, for the people that volunteered to come and help on those nights. Our hope is that when we begin again in the fall, to maybe meet more frequently and get a few more volunteers involved, and hopefully the word will go out to the community and we'll have more children joining us and their parents. And also, the plan this year is to have some guest speakers come in and talk about some of the special issues that parents face. Paige has been in touch with an attorney who is an expert in
Special needs trust.
special needs trusts. And even with all Paige's many years of experience, she learned a great deal in talking with him. We also have someone in our congregation at St. John's who has a service dog, and she would like to bring the dog and take it around and let the children play with the animal. So we have some plans for this year that we were not able to do last year.
And there's 2 points I would like to make. One was you had said about your lack of success with the initial flyers and publications. As a parent and one of the last members to the group, that's something that we get inundated with we get them coming home from school,
Mm.
from the different organizations, and they all look good and it all sounds great, but without the personal reference, you don't know, is it worth
Your time.
your time
Mhm.
and your
Time and your effort, yeah.
which is very precious. But when someone from a group comes and says, hey, this is really working well, we would like it if you could join us, that makes all the difference in the world.
And one of our first
It
concerns.
doesn't change what their needs are
Right,
in
it
terms
doesn't
of.
change,
Right.
I think that's very true, and there's also people like our family, which I know this sounds horribly, like a horrible excuse, but, we're not coming because we're angry at God or anything. We're just, we go to therapies or doctor appointments, we are
all the
scheduled.
time.
We're scheduled like 6
Mhm.
days a week.
Yeah, exactly.
And we even do therapeutic riding Sunday mornings.
Mm.
So it's like,
Yep.
there's
It's
not.
like one more thing.
It's like,
Yeah.
it sounds
one more
horrible to
thing.
say, but like, I have appreciated being a part of this group and having church for me and Grace. Grace thinks this is coming to church.
Yes, maybe she does.
And
Yeah.
for the
So do
fun
I.
night, and it's more relaxing, but just to like get ready, get in the car with the walker, the wheelchair, get somewhere at a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting
Mhm.
Yeah.
to do that, like,
And it's one more thing.
and it's one.
And,
Yeah.
and we
One more
actually
thing.
talked about that as part, why we didn't get response on the surveys.
Mhm.
And I think it was you, Michelle, who said that sometimes these parents are so overwhelmed with just the daily challenges that they
Mhm.
face,
Yeah.
that to get them out, even for a
Right.
fun night, and
Or
you
going-
said one night,
Right.
I would want to know that this is pretty spectacular for me to bring my kid out.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so we're trying to be sensitive to the realities of what this is
Mhm.
about. And yes, it is church in the sense that we are as a faith community, recognizing the need in the community, and we would like to respond. And how can we do that? And how can we minister without being church per se?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Those,
Yeah.
those of us that are religious and are believers,
Find our comfort.
we do. We
We
find
do.
it here, and we can also express that
Mm-hmm.
Right.
by being part of this without being an evangelic event.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
And for those people that may have lost their faith or be uncomfortable, if they can see us providing these services with no anticipation or no,
No expectation
Right.
whatsoever.
Right.
There's no
Right.
expectation. You do not have to come to church on
Mhm.
Sunday. You don't have to give to the offering. You don't have to, write your name down. We're going to be mailing you something every week to
Right.
come to church.
Yeah, right.
There's no
Yeah.
expectation of you whatsoever. You come, you bring your family, we have a fun night, and that's exactly what we're there to do. We're there
And I
to
think
support
it is-
each other and to
yeah.
talk with each other and to feed your little bellies.
Yeah, it's church at its best, actually, because it's church in
Really is.
action.
It
Right,
is.
it's church in action,
It's-
that's right.
It's responding and
That's
working
right.
to do what we
Right.
recognize is something that needs to be done.
Right.
And we're having fun.